Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. He'll start this drive firing. The quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Back to throw, it's Howard. He's got his man. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Oh, ball's out! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to pass, it's Howard. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Oregon.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. He's into the end zone for the 2, and the lead is now at 16.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. As they come over the football 1 minute to go here in the first. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. After that completion, move the sticks, it's first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Fires to the right. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On second down, wants to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and this quarterback's got to know that this isn't practice. This isn't back with his QB guru. He's not trying to throw around brooms or around big bags. That is an arm attached to a body that bench presses 500 pounds. He's got to do better.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
To the air, it's Gabriel. He'll pull it down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough.
Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum.
Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Holden. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. Running back goes in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. He caught it. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. 1st half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
The back goes in motion. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. He wants it all. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Now it's 3rd and goal. Give to the back. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pass hits, picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Oregon 16, Ohio State 14.
The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now...
It's complete! A huge pickup! And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. He's got it down the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Ibuka. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The give to the back. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dropping back, it's Howard. Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 16, Ohio State 14.
We've got this 3rd down play to open the quarter. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Grab near the marker. It's Ibuka. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State! They move on top here in the 4th. So with the lead at 4, they're going to go for 2 to make sure they don't lose it on a late touchdown. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. Looking for room. It's James. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Can anyone catch him? We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he will be stopped short or stop himself short of the line to gain. What was he thinking there?